Making jewelry for yourself and others is both easy and rewarding. With just a few key supplies and some affordable tools, you can get started creating pieces that reflect your individual style. Choosing the right tool for the job is always important. Today we're going to introduce you to the 4 most important jewelry making tools for your toolbox. First, we have the wire cutters. Second, the round nose pliers, the long nose pliers, and then finally the crimping tool. Wire cutters have sharp jaws to cut wires, pins, and chain. Remember that it's always best to wear eye protection when working with wire, especially when using a wire cutter. When cutting excess wire, place the flat side of the tool as near as you can to the bead. This ensures that you get the closest cut possible. If a cut wire does not come off cleanly, take your free hand and gently wiggle the end of the wire until it separates. Round nose pliers are used to create loops like the loop at the end of a bead dangler that connects it to your necklace chain. To make a jewelry loop, start by bending the wire at a 90-degree angle. You will want about 3/8 of an inch of wire for your loop, so use the wire cutter to trim any excess as needed. Hold the wire at the bend with either your thumb or another pair of pliers. Grasp the very tip of the wire between the 2 barrels of the round nose pliers and rotate the pliers toward you to create the loop. Long nose pliers are used to bend wire, open and close jump rings, and hold small pieces that may be difficult to handle. Bent nose pliers, smooth jawed pliers, and the narrower chain nose pliers are all useful variations. Many jewelry makers like to have more than one type of pliers in their toolbox, but a single long nose pliers is perfect for getting started. To properly open and close a jump ring, use your pliers to twist the 2 open ends apart, like this. You do not want to pull the open ends away from each other. Just twist and open the jump ring only as far as necessary to accommodate your chain. This will help to minimize any distortion to the ring. To close your jump ring, simply twist the ends back together. Last but not least, the crimping tool is used in conjunction with crimp beads and tubes to finish the ends of beaded wires or secure a bead in a particular spot. You can crimp beads with long nose pliers, but this tool will give you a much nicer crimp. Crimping pliers have 2 stations in their jaws. The first station, closest to the handle, has a notch or dimple in the middle. The second station, closest to the tip, looks like a smooth oval from the side. To create a crimped end as the start of a necklace, we will string a crimp bead onto our beading wire. Then you add a jump ring, and then you string the wire back through the crimp bead. Push the crimp up toward the jump ring to shorten the wire loop, but make sure you leave a little room to move. Remember the notch station? We're going to use that first to create a dimple in the crimp bead between the wires. It's helpful if you separate the wires before you squeeze. Squeeze firmly, but not too hard, just enough to create a U-shaped crimp with 1 wire on either side. Next, move the crimp to the second station. Place the U at a slight angle within that station, slightly closer to the handle than the tip. When you squeeze, the 2 sides of the U should come together and form a nice, clean, secure crimp. Using a wire cutter, snip off the excess wire as close to the crimp as possible. Your necklace wire is now ready for beading. And those are the basic tools that every jewelry maker needs. With the wire cutters, the round nose pliers, the long nose pliers, and the crimp tool, you'll be on your way to creating your own individual pieces in no time.